it's me, MC of Healthy by George, and I'm coming today to share my weight loss update. I'm on the journey of using the drug trizepatide. It's known as Mounjaro or Zepbound, and I'm seeing just amazing results because I'm on the 7.5 milligram. And I've lost more weight probably in the past month and a half than I have in a long time. Typically I'm losing about a half a pound per week, and now with the tirzepatide on this higher dose at 7.5 milligrams, I'm losing about a pound, 3/4 of a pound to a pound every week. And so that's caused my weight loss to drop to the lowest number I've had in years. So I'm at a weight that I can't even remember when I was at this weight last, maybe in college perhaps. But one of the things that's had kind of reared its head is my PCOS symptoms. And I think the cause of this is because of the issue around estrogen that is in our fat as we lose it. And I'm not sure quite what that means as far as my balance of hormones, but I've had some symptoms over this past weekend and maybe a couple of weeks ago that I haven't had in over a year. Some severe fatigue, some unexpected vaginal bleeding, and just such severe fatigue and a little bit of brain fog. So it makes me a little concerned, and that's why I've already scheduled a meeting with my endocrinologist, and I have an upcoming discussion this week with my OBGYN. So I'm not sure what the outcomes would be because no one wants to prescribe me hormones, of course. I don't know what that's all about, why doctors are so hesitant to prescribe hormones to older women as we are going through menopause or we're perimenopausal. It's just like a constant challenge to get an understanding of why we need to have some kind of hormonal support. I know it's complicated and that there is this long history of risks associated to taking hormone therapy, but I think that can be, it can be watched. But you know what can I do? I'm going to work my best to get someone who is a specialist in menopause to help me figure out a way to do some kind of process where I'm not so challenged by my PCOS symptoms. Because the fatigue, man, oh my heavens, it's just immense. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I've had this kind of fatigue in forever. But what is exciting is I do see the continued explosion of GLP-1 drugs being developed. There's a company called Viking Therapeutics. They have a similar drug to tirzepatide that they are putting into a phase 3 study that also shows excellent weight loss. You also see these companies, Lilly and who's the maker of Wegovy? I'm not sure. You see both of them going after other indications: sleep apnea, kidney disease, peripheral artery disease, polycystic ovarian disease. So they are doing things to look at how they can take what this drug offers that they're seeing through these obesity studies or diabetes studies and see how it can be beneficial for some of these other problems that are out there. And truthfully, I think that's a great idea because it's hard to get a prescription sometimes if it's just weight loss and you're someone who's like below a 30 BMI. This whole BMI thing, I complained about it last week. I'm still complaining about it this week. But I understand we need to have something that will give us some sense of what is body composition. I shared on a recent episode, a short episode last week, about how I wanted to investigate some of those things that leads us to understand better about our body composition. And one of the things I really truly want to do is that muscle to fat and bone kind of ratio that you can find by getting a DEXA done. So while I may put off doing the whole VO2 max, which is a very strenuous, you put on this mask and then they measure your oxygen rate as you go through a very stressful cardiovascular test, so that they can see what your cardiovascular lung kind of health is, and you get some kind of a number that's called your VO2 max that helps you understand how well your heart and lung work together for you to continue staying healthy as you grow older. It's a little complex for me, but I'm trying to understand it. Meanwhile, this whole weight loss journey is still getting to be a bit of a challenge, although I am excited to see where I'm at. There's also these feelings of uncertainty. I don't know why it is that I don't want to try on these smaller sizes of my pants, or I don't know. It's been a to feel my clothes fitting a little more tightly. The idea of him fitting looser feels safer. I don't know. Being heavy all your life, being bullied when you were younger, being shamed when you were younger, it comes with a great deal of emotional complexity. And while I've gone through a lot of therapy and support, and I'm at a very good place with those kind of elements, it still is a challenge, frankly, to kind of come to grips of where I am physically, to let go of any kind of judgment, to not really hold myself as someone who allowed myself to be in such poor shape, or to become someone who was heavy for a long time. I recognize now that it was a complex condition, and that despite my best efforts, I was still going to struggle with weight. So, I'm loving that I'm losing weight. I hate it that I'm having these PCOS symptoms. I'm excited that these drugs are going to be easily available, although I don't know about you, if you've seen all of these companies, hers and his, and I don't know the other names that are popping up, that are online, that say that they're going to give you access to these medications for like $200 a month. I'm just so hesitant to all of those activities, because are you really getting the drug that's manufactured by the pharmaceuticals, or is this something that's being done by compound pharmacies? I don't know. It just feels like this is such a messy field. So if you are trying to get access to these medications, and you are looking at going through these processes to get access online, be cautious, investigate and ask questions. Make sure that you're getting something that you feel is being manufactured in an appropriate way, that you feel supported medically, because there are side effects that do happen with this medication. It does slow down your gut motility. You do need to take precautions if you're getting ready to have some kind of a surgery and come off the medications much in advance, because of the nature of these drugs, your gut holds on to food in your stomach much longer than normal. And so what they found out is that you can't be taking these medications and not allow enough time to pass to clear your body, so that you don't have food in your stomach when you go into surgery, so that you don't aspirate during your being put under anesthesia. That's a very, very, very complicated situation if that ends up happening. So we all need to know what are the challenges of taking these medications. I know for me, I have to stay on top of constipation, I have to stay on top of heartburn, but other than that, my symptoms have been mild. The side effects have been extraordinarily mild. They don't last very long, and I'm very, very proactive. That's the key, being proactive. I make sure my meals are small, and if I really am not that hungry, I don't eat. or I just have a snack if I'm a little hungry. But I do think, and I'm grateful, because I would not be where I'm at right now. I've been on this weight loss journey very focused for the past 2 years. I started the trizepatide 11 months ago, or not quite, maybe 10 months ago. And I have seen a tremendous weight loss. I've just not been at this weight ever in any of my weight loss processes that I've done in the past. Not through diet restriction, not through intensive exercise and diet, through fasting. I went through a whole fasting series when I was in college where all I did was drink protein. I can't even go through that again. It was some kind of cherry flavored protein. I drank it Monday through Friday, and then I had small meals on Saturday and Sunday. What a nightmare. So, I mean, I have done everything that you can possibly imagine when it comes to weight loss. And I'm just so thrilled to see where I'm at. And I'm, cautious about what's the future once I get to a weight that is my goal weight, and what's going to happen with taking these medications on an ongoing basis. Because I certainly don't want to do like some people and regain the weight. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to be at a weight that I show that I can keep stable, maybe with some kind of a nominal use of this medication. So how about you? How are you managing your weight loss journey? How are you dealing with the side effects or complications, whether it's emotional or mental or stressful? Share with me in the comments or through my email, because I certainly would like to know. I know that so many of us are on a weight loss journey, and that obesity is something that's not going away in our country because our food supply, it sucks. Packaged foods are like toxins, and we have to realize that eating those things that come pre-fabricated or packaged are not in our best interest for our health. As always, be well, my friends. You have this one precious life. Live it intentionally. And join me here every Thursday and Sunday. This is MC of Healthy by George. Bye-bye.